Okay. That's what Tumblr gets. Like our feelings are the most important thing, and um, they're beautiful, unfortunately fragile things, and we need to take care of them. We need to take care of
Exactly.
each other. Otherwise, we'll never have a world that is happy, and fair and good.
Right.
If we just willy nilly allow anyone to damage another person,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah. You don't play hot potato with your laptop. Why play
no.
hot potato with people's feelings?
Exactly. Exactly. That is a perfect metaphor. That is completely understandable. Yeah. Don't play hot potato with people's feelings. And don't allow people who play hot potato with people's feelings to have such a large voice. Why would you do that?
Right.
I don't understand.
You know,
People like talk about the free speech. Yeah. Free speech. That's important. Hey, I mean, they can have free speech with their friends, on a bar, on the bathroom, uh,
yeah.
to themselves on the mirror. But why give them like a voice to myriads to thousands of people? I don't understand. I don't see how it
Yeah.
improves the world. I don't see how it improves the experience of anyone, not even the people who are not hurt. They're not, because I may not be hurt by person A, but I will be hurt by person B. You know, and because I'm
Yeah.
not hurt by person A, I'm saying to people who are hurt by person A that, like, stop complaining about person A, let them say what they want because it's free speech, blah 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 blah. But then person B hurts me, and now I want something to be done. So the real way to do this is to do something about person A, to do something about person B, C, D, E, F, G. Like, how many? Doesn't matter how many we need to
And then
bother.
make them all become person T.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I think. That's what we believe. That's how we believe that these platforms can become better.
Of course.
Removing harmful elements. I mean,
Yeah.
isn't that what you do with anything? You
Yeah.
know, you want to fix an engine. You want to fix an engine, and you see the engine is like full of mud and I don't know, moss, harmful elements. You take them out. You clean the engine until everything is like clean and pure.
And
And
purged.
exactly, exactly, so that it functions perfectly as it was designed to function. And we were designed to be emotional beings. We are emotional beings, and that's important.
Yeah. You know, talking about this freedom of speech, we just need the truth speech. That's it, not free speech. We need truth speech. You know,
Exactly, exactly.
we
If
want.
people were more concerned about true speech than freedom of speech, this would be a much better world. That's the world we want to live in, where
Yeah,
people prioritize true speech and that's all they want to hear.
exactly. And hate speech would cease to exist.
Of course, because it's not true. Like, hate is a lie. Hate is a lie, completely manufactured by the people who have grasped our society and communities, and seek to just milk them out of every resources they have while using them. It's like we're milking ourselves. It's ridiculous and it's sad. And the way to fight it is, in fact, to stop worrying about free speech and start worrying about true speech.
Well, people ask, like, for, let's say you have your dietary needs,
Yeah.
and you're training, they'll go, oh, should I use steroids, a natural supplement, or real food? No, the answer is the plastic. And
What is made to work? You know, you don't
that,
you don't you don't put the horse inside the car. You have the engine that you made, that you manufactured,
yeah,
with that function, with that purpose. Of course.
yeah, of course. I see people arguing on these platforms with the evidence. they call it. Come on, man. We've been preaching these inner truths here, these so-called, we've been pinpointing like what these things are. Evidence, EVI, is just a prefix for evil, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And from where I come from, when you're dense, it just means you're dumb. So you're
Yeah.
just dumb and evil.
Yeah. 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 It's man, you're so good at these things. Exactly. That is a really, really good point. It is just why would you care about that? You know what's real? You know what's really real? Think about this and look into yourself, dear listener. You know what's real? You are. How you feel is real. That's real. Like whatever wants you to distrust yourself, mistrust yourself, change you, how can that not be evil? Or giving them the benefit of the doubt, stupid, dense, evidence.
Yeah. You don't need to change who you are. We preach this all this time.
Yeah,
Don't become a xenomorph. Be
yeah.
yourself.
Be yourself. Don't look to become better because there is nothing better. There is no better. There is who you are. And that's, the best version of you.
Well said. Well
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
Oof, I had to just douse myself in water just now. It's getting so heated in here.
Yeah, well, that's how it is.
That's how
So,
we fix.
I mean, it is by focusing on what matters. In this, our last episode, we really wanted to, that's why we saved the social networks for last, because they enable us to talk about what matters in terms of what you should talk about, what you should listen to, what you should pay attention to, etc. Right? To reiterate, you should pay attention to people and how they feel, and that's what matters the most is people and how they feel, and that's what matters the most in you. It's how you feel, um, and that's what we should carry to our social networks because they are very powerful, very they're very powerful technologies award us with the great potential to change the world, and we are squandering them completely. You know,
Yeah.
there, there's just as good as Tumblr is. We mentioned things like 4chan, which kind of counterbalance. So we need more of Tumblr, and Facebook can be, Twitter can be, Google Plus. If people, we need to occupy Google Plus more. It needs more people there doing the good work, doing the true work.
Of course, we have, we already have Snapchat,
Snapchat
and
is another one. Yeah.
yeah, it's doing the filter thing where, and I see this a lot, and I see a lot of young ladies use this filter, and it's where they get the dog ears and the dog mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and they'll also post these pictures on their Tinder account, their Facebook account, right into their Instagram. And I think that's absolutely amazing. They're now saying, listen, now we can be on the leash.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
that realm of equality is the one thing I think it's doing really well with these filters.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
That is the thing. That is the thing. Like a lot of good actually is permeating the social networks. Of all of the industries we've talked about, it is the one that is more open to becoming good and useful for the benefit of this world. And the great thing about this is that social networks can greatly impact the other industries. They can greatly impact the path of movies, TV, comic books, and music.
of course, it's true. uh, I, back to the filter thing. Now, imagine a world where let's say you didn't have to work out, but if you were able to stand at the correct angle at all times in front of everybody else, and they can now see the true you, the way you
See yourself.
intended to be,
Yeah, yeah,
and see yourself. You know, I I don't know about you, but that is the world right there, my friend.
yeah, yeah.
Where
And what we need is like a video version of that,
yeah,
and even I hope to one day to see some kind of social network that will actually like imagine you type a post, a comment, and
yeah,
the app automatically changes what you wrote so that it says what you really mean, you know.
yes,
That way you can never be wrong. That would be amazing,
yes,
because
of
you
course.
would always just write as you truly intend to write, um, and thus make sure that you're always telling the truth and you're always being, true.
Of course, and of course, these platforms they won't even have to be have these obscure names anymore. Now we'll have Tumblr, we'll have Truth Book, we'll have Truthstagram,
True
True
talk,
Plus, and Truder. Yeah, of course. Yeah,
true app, just
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. All the truth. The truth dating site.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only true people.
Uh, yeah, heck to
There's
the
no.
yeah.
Yeah, the big problem I see with I see this is a really popular application my friends use a lot of times, and it's the Tinder application.
Mm.
And this is how people meet up and date. And there's a left swipe and a right swipe, and it's you swipe right for who you're attracted to, and you swipe left for who you're not attracted to.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in the worlds of truth, there is no, and then plus there's a super like. In this world of truth, there would only be the super like button.
Of course. What is there to dislike about a real person? Nothing.
No,
The
because
only
everybody.
thing the only thing we dislike is fake people. That's
Yeah,
all. If you're being real, if
yeah,
you're being real, there's no way that you're fake. There's no way that you're evil. There's no way. So what is there to dislike about you? You're wonderful.
right. Of course, absolutely wonderful.
Yeah. Special
You
and
know,
unique.
you know what, you know what. I'll tell you what. Right now, partner,
Mm.
I super like you, man.
Yeah, I super like you too, man.
For because you're so true,
Yeah.
and we super like our listeners
Oh,
who
absolutely.
believe in the truth.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because they are the real. They're the real deal. They're real to themselves. If you're listening to this, you don't really like understand or agree, man, you need to listen more carefully. And again, you need to listen again more carefully. If you still don't get it, listen again more carefully. You need, seriously, this is very important because until you understand, you know, once you understand, you'll agree with us. It's
Right.
gonna be supernatural, and you'll understand. When that happens, you'll know. You'll know when that happens, because until then, you're just lying to yourself. You're just being fake. You're just like in this, in living towards these stupid and unnatural expectations that have been placed upon you by people who don't really care about you. We care about you, okay, and we really, really, really hope that you will come to see what we mean and to understand what we mean.
Yeah. And here's the here's the big caveat to all of this. All
Mm.
right. This is how. This is how we're saving the world here, all right?
Yeah.
So you take the comics, you take the movies, you take music,
The
take
TV.
television,
Yeah.
all right? And you culminate all of what we're saying, right? You close your mouth, then you open your ears. When you've done opening your ears, all right, you then open up your fingers, okay? Extend your hand, all right? Get your fingers ready, and
Pay
you
attention.
go on social media, all of them, all right, except Tumblr. Go on all of them, and unfortunate, and you type the truth, what
Yeah.
we've been preaching here,
Yeah.
all right, and then when you finally get to reddit.com, there will be no subreddits. There'll be the truth, and everybody would have read it.
Ain't that the world? Ain't that the world? No more need for discussions, no more need for ugliness. Just a bunch of people super liking each other. Do you want to be a part of that, dear listener? Because I want you to be a part of that.
Yeah. It's common. It's simple logic, Once everybody super likes each other, there's be no more war, no more world hunger, no fixed.
Solved. Saved.
Remember, we said that in episode 1. We ended slavery.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's time for you to do your part, people.
Indeed, indeed. So share this video, share these videos, share the truth. Share us.
Don't keep us to yourself. That's selfish.
That would be unhelpful. We are trying to share us, and you should follow our example. Do what's right. That's it. That's it. That is our kind of mini series, The Truth, in a few episodes. You can gobble them up in less than, I don't know, 5 hours. It's really short.
Who else has saved the world in 5 hours?
I don't think anybody. But we have. We just have to wait for it to come to fruition. But it's done. It's done. The checkmate is done. Now it's all about the other person conceding that it was a checkmate instead of lying about it and faking and pretending like there's no checkmate in hand.
Yeah, that's right. We have Twitter accounts.
Uh-huh. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. It's on the video. You can see them. Feel free to share them. Feel free to tell us how you really feel, because that's what's important.
Yeah.
That's what's important. And, I would thank you for listening, but really, I would like to thank us